Hi, I'm Robert with SwagDaddy, and today I'm going to take you through assembling the Troops BBQ pizza oven. So taking a look inside, we can see just how well packaged this is. Right here we have our pizza stone. Inside this box, we have a parts package. I believe this is the base. Let's go ahead and remove this. It's so tightly packed that you're going to take everything out piece by piece. So I just finished removing all the parts, and it looks like the frame for the pizza oven is already assembled. So now that we've got this thing fully unpackaged, take your user manual, make sure that you have all the parts listed here. Once you've done that, we can go ahead and start assembling this. So the first thing we'll do, take your trolley brackets. There's a front and a back. The front has the Troops BBQ logo, the back doesn't have it. And then you have your trolley wheel sections. You can tell the difference because this side has the holes where your wheels will end up being. So let's take our front bracket, place it in here. You want to match up the holes here and take 2 screws and start threading them through. So I've found that assembling it upside down makes it easier. It makes it a lot easier to line up the holes and take your screws through. So now we've got our front bracket and our back bracket installed, we're going to go ahead and install the trolley shelf, and you'll place that right here. And again, upside down is probably the easiest way to go. There's 2 screws on each leg that you're going to want to tighten down. So now we're going to go ahead and install our wheel axle. You want to take off the bolts on each side, and you have a washer. Now it's important that this metal tab goes on the inside, and the reason that's important is because when you go to move this thing, it'll prevent the axle from rotating and make your wheels rotate. So now that we've got our axle in, we'll take our wheel, and you're gonna want to pop off this cap. So what I went ahead and did was use a flathead screwdriver, and if you take it on the inside of this lip, and just kind of work your way around the circle, and then so now that we've got our cap popped off, let's go ahead and take the washer, place that on first. Then we'll take our wheel, place that next. Then we'll take our lock nut. We can start threading that by hand. Now take a socket. We have a 17mm socket, or you can use an 11/16 socket. And one thing to keep in mind is that you don't want to over tighten it. You want this to be flush with the cap, so I've still got a little ways to go. Now you can see why it's important to have this metal tab on the inside. It prevents the bar from rotating and makes your wheels rotate. So next we'll attach our top here to our base using 4 more screws. Again, the easiest way to do this is upside down. Now we can go ahead and place our screws into the base. Again, there's 4 screws, 1 in each corner, so we're just going to go ahead and tighten this one down. So next, the instructions said to install the door like so. The only issue with that is the bar doesn't go through. You can jam it as much as you want, but it's not going to go through. But I've got a solution. So it looks like it came assembled incorrectly, but all you have to do is flip this black piece here. So essentially you're going to put this screw here and this knob up here. So we can unscrew the knob. And then take, on the back you have these 2 little nuts. You can take like some pliers, that way you can grab them. There's 1 nut, and I think I got the second. Nope. And be careful, there are 2 smaller washers on the back side of this, so don't lose those. So we'll rotate it. Place our knob back on. You don't want to tighten it too much because it's still got to be able to slide back and forth. So now when we go to put our bar through, we won't have an issue. So now you'll assemble the top door the exact same way. Once you've got the cotter pin in place, you can bend the bottom portion, place something behind so that you can get some leverage, and then grab the longer piece, make sure it's lined up. And now our cotter pin won't slide through. The next thing we're going to do is install our chimney, and Troops BBQ did a good job of making the screws go down. The threads will be on this side to go down, so that's something we can get another look at. When installing the chimney, it's important that you have your flue vent here in the front. And we'll tighten those up. So the next thing the instructions call for is to install the handle. Now the holes for the handle are here and here. Well, the only issue with that is that they're on the same side as the wheels. If we can fix this by unscrewing the top portion and rotating it 180 degrees, that'll put the handle away from the wheels. So just keep in mind the picture can be a little deceiving. All right, so now that we got this thing all straightened out, let's go ahead and install the handle. First, you want to take off the nuts and the washers. Set those aside. All right. So now you want to pull this down and match the holes up. Now that we've got that, we'll take our washers. Place those on the inside. Take our nut. Thread that down a little bit and do the same thing to the other side. All right, so now that we've got this assembled, all that's left is to add the ash drawer and the racks. So the ash drawer has these two metal tabs. You put those in first and it slides in pretty easy. Now we'll install our coal racks, which are the black ones. Push that over. And we can go ahead and close that up. Now we'll install our silver cooking grates. Slide that over. It also includes a 13 by 13 ceramic pizza stone. For more Troops BBQ products, visit us on the web at SwagDaddy.com.